Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my classroom. My name is Miss C, and I'm going to be your teacher today. I want to share some very important rules with you about how to talk to cops. This lesson is for all vehicle operators because the average everyday person usually interacts with a cop during traffic stops. So, let's get started. The first thing you should do is remain calm. You don't know why they're here, so don't start freaking out yet. Know how to greet them properly. If it's morning, say good morning. If it's lunchtime, say good afternoon. If it's later in the day towards dinner time, say good evening. But if it's night, then just say hello, hey, or hi. I think everyone should know this. The proper title is officer, so you're not going to want to refer to them by unconventional slang words like dude, homie, or bro, especially as he's approaching and you notice him death glaring at you in a way that's very bothersome. So the last thing you want is to do or say anything that might rub him the wrong way. Be polite. Remember, treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Don't speak unless spoken to. Just out of respect, let them talk first and wait until they finish before you start. Don't make any fast moves. This means you shouldn't randomly start driving off after you've been pulled over, okay? If you do and he's not in the mood for it, he'll shoot out your tires. But if he really wants to talk to you, he will come after you. You'll just be provoking a car chase, and street racing is a big fat no. Don't be rude, disrespectful, or offensive. That means don't randomly pull out any gum and start chewing. Don't pull out any kind of food and start eating because it's rude to chew with your mouth open and to talk with food in your mouth. Don't pull out anything to drink, especially alcohol. You can see how that will be taken the wrong way very quickly. Don't use the I pay my taxes line because, first of all, who pays taxes? The working people. And being a cop is a 24-hour job, so obviously cops pay taxes too. Don't pull out or use any recording devices. We are living in a generation where cops finally have body cams. If a situation calls for recording, I'm sure they'll authorize it. You shouldn't be trying to record them without their permission or awareness, because let's just be honest here. You wouldn't want anyone documenting every second of your work life, would you? Don't challenge their authority. Okay, so by this point, it has finally occurred to you that you're being trolled on. The easiest thing to do is just submit to their demands, or you'll be perceived as a troublemaker who is just out to make their job harder and their day longer than it needs to be. Not to mention the fact that a 2-minute conversation doesn't have to turn into a half-hour screaming match. Do answer all questions honestly. One truth is easier to remember than 1,000 lies, so just be honest no matter what. Don't use cliche getaway lines. It's all been heard before, so you really don't want to say any of these following phrases when asked, do you know how fast you were going? With the most notorious answer being, do you know how fast you were going to keep up with me? The second one being, I was speeding home so I can watch cops on TV. Then there's this new one that you people came up with that goes like, oh no, I'm not speeding at all. I'm actually the one that's trying to keep up with traffic. You see how there's like nobody else here? That's how far ahead of me everyone is. There are probably a lot more lame lines, but I don't know what they are and I don't need to repeat them. Don't use profanity. You don't want to use profanity when talking to a police officer because they are very modest and professional people. So they're generally bothered by that kind of language. They don't use it while talking to each other. The only time they do swear is if you started it first or when you've really pissed them off. Don't let your temper rise or lose control. It's very important that you know this. Cops don't like crazy people screaming in their face. So please don't do it, okay? Don't do this. No, 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 not this again! Or this. I can't do this right now. So I realize you might have had a rough day. Your boss yelled at you. Now you're on your way home from work, so you can't be late again, or it'll really upset your wife, and this is stressing you out. But please think of what Mr. Officer's day has been like. He has probably attended 3 court sessions, relocated 1 escaped convict, captured 5 fugitives, responded to 7 carjackings, participated in 17 car chases, 13 of which ended with him almost being run over, and the other 4 involved him exchanging gunfire with at least 3 subjects, all of which took place during the same time you were at work. Not that I would know. Don't refuse consent to search vehicle. You know the whole if you have nothing to hide routine. So, yeah, whatever it is that you have in your possession that you shouldn't have, once the warrant and the dogs get there, they will find it. So it's best to fess up right away. If you show you have remorse and feel guilty, they might go easier on you. Don't flash or expose inappropriate body parts. That just doesn't work. This isn't junior high. We're in the adult world now. All you'll be doing is bringing your self respect down the class. I mean, there's gotta be that level of modesty. Say thank you. I bet you never thought you'd ever be thanking a cop for trolling on you, but he's not actually trolling on you. He's keeping you and the community safe. Traffic stops are a result of the citizens' most requested calls for service, and that consists of concerns about speeding in school and playground zones and drunk drivers on the street. So remember to always thank the officer after every interaction. You could say, "Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I appreciate the effort you put into keeping me and the community safe. The fact that you care means a lot to me. It really is an honor to meet you. Have a good rest of the night and take care."